So sad. Alright, so the next thing to try is, let me just get the deck code, because I apparently closed it earlier. That was foolish of me. So the next thing I want to try is Galeru's Wanderer Kaleos. Although this time I may actually make some tweaks to the deck before I try it. How did the Keeper Kara deck end up after tweaking? It needs a little bit of work. You'll see what I did to it. I think tonight and tomorrow there's more videos going up with games of the deck, but also deck tweaks that we made before. I changed quite a bit. Like, the kind of idea of the deck is still there. You use wolves as creatures you can't resummon to stall time. You try and get big tempo turns with BBS Keeper. But we put in some like Primus Shieldmasters, and I think Freeblade ended up being the 3-drop and worked quite well. That sort of thing. I think War Masters were removed just to kind of clean it up, actually. TW decks, what does that mean? Team Wars. We're experimenting with some potential jank. Interesting tidbit. Feralo lets Moebius get +1 HP permanently every swap. Oh, that's cool. That's really interesting. Normally Duelyst is quite good at avoiding stuff like that. Like in Hearthstone, they have all sorts of weird problems with like swapping power and toughness or adding and then removing like Anthem effects. The rule set they have doesn't deal well with it, and minions always grow for free, and it's weird. But normally Duelyst is quite good at avoiding those sort of, not bugs, but like weird quirks. Right, so this is unmodified. This is Galeru's Wanderer Kaleos. If I can type. So I'm not massively convinced that this idea has legs, but I'm really curious to try it and learn. A lot of it is pretty similar to like Wanderer River in terms of list choices, so I'll just kind of speed through them, and then maybe we'll make some tweaks, give my thoughts, and then we can have a go, learn some stuff. So we have Juxtaposition, Blood Tier Alchemist, Kotatsu, Iraqi Headhunter. I really like this inclusion because a lot of the 2-drops and a surprising number of the other cards in Wanderer have opening Gambit effects. And I've been wondering about playing this myself in Ragnarok for a while, so I'm glad to see it seeing some use. Azure Herald, Celebrant, Ephemeral Shroud, Healing Mystic, Moor, Phoenix Fire, Primus Fist, Rock Pulverizer. It seems that most people are on the Rock Pulverizer train now. I'm still not, apparently, but card is quite useful just for like slowing people down in the early turns. Again, we were talking about Provoke being good earlier. Rustcrawler, Shiro. This card is an absolute house in Wanderer Songhai decks. Tuskboar, Battle Pando, Celestial Phantom. I assume this is in here for the synergy with Kaleos. Keyboard Holder, Lantern Fox, Repulsor Beast, which is in here because we have Thunderhorn, as you'll see in a moment. Thunder Bomb, Wild Tar, Blistering Scorn, Dioltas, Flame Wreath, which is a nice thing we get to play because we're playing Kaleos. It's not going to be as good as it is in non-Wanderer decks because it's going to be quite rare that you have ways to trigger it twice in one turn, but we can reliably get one trigger out of it in the mid to late game, and that's probably okay. It's like a mini Bone Reaper, I suppose, but with way less health. Excuse me. But then with the option of occasionally sometimes like using Juxtaposition or Mist Dragon Seal to get extra value out of it. One trigger but 3/5 instead of 2/4, and it is also a 3/5. Yeah. Lightbender, Night Watcher, Primus Shieldmaster, Purgatos, Thunderhorn, Dancing Blades, Kron, Tigris, I like this, Paragon, Bone Reaper, Eternity Painter, Grandmaster Zendo, Wanderer, and Red Singer, which is a spicy... Like this card's mostly seen in sideboards actually, so I'm quite interested to see why this is in the main. Why I know why it's good. Singer is just really good in like, particularly Wanderer mirrors, but big mid-range mirrors in general, where you can trigger it and eat something that costs a bunch of mana when it comes down. But the fact that it can miss, like sometimes it's difficult to put it in the position that it needs to be in to kill something reliably, and you have to take damage, which is not always feasible. Like sometimes you're running away, you're on the defensive, and you need like a way to swing back the board while also protecting yourself. So I think mostly relegated to sideboards. But Galeru, if you're still here, if you have any comments on any of this, by the way, feel free to chip in, because I'm more than happy to. We didn't discuss this very much earlier, so I'm happy to put forth your rationale. Number 1, Sinja hit everything around it. Goodness me, did it? That is sick. That was before I started playing. Sinja works somewhat with Kaleos, as in the following turn they can't position well around Sinja. Yeah, that makes sense. I think if you're on tap with red Sinja, you've already won. See you, Roxane. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. I guess you can like blink it straight away as well. You can put it where it needs to be. I said I was going to tweak this straight away, but I might just jump in and see how it plays out to start with. The one thing I would like to see is maybe some card draw, because unlike most Wanderer decks, this one doesn't have a way of getting long-term value out of the BBS. So it might be good to get something like Barkazorian, which is a nice tough minion. Can probably put that in over Night Watcher or Purgatos, maybe T-Horn. Which are always like the more, felt like the more niche picks to me. Can also play Bloodbound Mentor. Doesn't have any direct synergy other than occasionally blinking something across the entire map, but it draws cards. Ancestral Divination. That's pretty rough outside River. Sojourner is a good shot, actually. We could put Sojourner in instead of Celestial Phantom. But I want to try this card and see how it works out. And I think the others, Beholder, Fox, and I guess Tarkin can be a cut. But I think Barkazori is probably the most natural one. Like with Kaleos' BBS is basically a one-sided Spelljammer that has more health, and then if you untap with it, you get to draw 2 cards a turn off of it instead of just 1. Pretty strong card, so I guess Night Watcher's pretty good. We don't have a ton of healing or a ton of provoke. There's a couple of each. So we might need Purgatos a bit too much. So I guess no, let's keep Night Watcher. Night Watcher's solid. We'll put it back as Orion.